Hello, amazing ones, and happy Thoughtful Thursday. So, here is something I've been talking about a little bit, and I really want you to open your heart, open your minds, and open your ears. What if the whole reason you have not decided to go all in at 100% on your health and wellness journey is simply because you are being lazy? Now, before you get defensive, before you get upset, before you think I'm calling you names, please just take a breath and listen. Because here's the deal. Here's what I want to tell you. There's no judgment in that, but there is accountability in that, right? And, it's something very similar for when I say to you, I don't allow us to use the word can't. I only allow us to use the word won't, because it's not that you can't, it's just that what you won't. And when you finally just lock into that, you put your big girl pants on and you make a decision. So, I know that it's going to take some effort to not eat all the pizza, to not eat all the brie, to not eat all the mac and cheese. There I did. I just probably said 10 things that you want now to eat, but you know what I'm saying is like, when the reality is, and here's what I hear so many women say, and this is what is really challenging, and only you can break through this. It's this complacency about how you feel. And it is when your stomach's too big to get down and tie your shoes. So instead of getting down to tie your shoes, you now just cross your leg and that's how you tie your shoes. And instead of realizing like, I have no energy, blaming it on everything external, my work, the kids, everything else. And that has something to do with it. But the reality is, if you were feeling great, you would have more energy. Same thing like just being complacent with feeling bloated all the time, or gassy and burping and hiccups and constipation and diarrhea. Those are not normal things. You should not experience those on a regular basis, but you become complacent in that and just subjected to, okay, well, I guess that's how it's going to be, right? And I know dairy upsets my stomach, but I want to eat that pint of ice cream at midnight. I know I would lose weight if I would stop this one habit. And the only thing holding you back from that is being lazy. Simply being lazy about this life that you want to live. And, I think Brendan Bouchard said it the other day. You guys know I love that daily fire. I stand by it so much. But he said there's so much wanting and so little work. It's one thing to say you want to feel better, but then you have to do something about it. And if you know what it is and you've got all the tools right here, you've got the fitness, you've got the nutrition, you've got the mindset, you've got the community. Girl, you have everything you need. The only thing holding you back is laziness. And the sooner you accept that and just say, you know what? And here's what I want to say. It doesn't need to be this negative, I'm so horrible, because it's not about that. It's not this big judgment. It doesn't define who you are. It's just an action, right? You're not a bad person. You are just acting lazy. And the great news is that is something you can change, actually quite easily. So when you say to yourself, if you've been struggling, getting rid of, midnight snacking, or not getting your workouts in, or not getting up for your workouts in the morning, you can simply just say to yourself, you know what? You're just being lazy, cat. Get up. You're just being lazy, cat. You know you can do this. And you know what? Then it doesn't become so heavy. There's all this judgment and this big to-do and unwrapping it and emotional heaviness. It's just acting lazy. And that is something you can actually very easily change. And so I want you to accept the fact that, and this is not for absolutely everyone. No message is absolutely for everyone. My great hope is that you get some piece of this that helps you in some way, or reconfirms something for you in some way. But what if you just say, you know what? This is the month. This is the month I'm going to go all in at 100%. This is the month that I'm going to kick lazy to the curb, and I'm going to put my big girl pants on, and I'm going to feel amazing. What if you just did that and see what happens? in 28 days. It is amazing and miraculous what you can change in 28 days. And, all you have to do is break through the barrier of that laziness, break through the barrier of the bad habit, break through the barrier of conditioned habits, and get to a place where finally all the good stuff becomes the habits. And the laziness starts diminishing because that's not who you are anymore. You just don't even identify with that person, right? It's very hard for me to identify with who I was 5 years ago when I was doing what I would call a self-care day, which was total self-sabotage. Eating and drinking everything, sitting on the couch, numbing out in front of TV, not even being available for my husband or my daughter. That was self-sabotage and laziness. And then I got up slowly and I started doing things a little by little, little by little, little by little that helped change my life forever. So I hope that helps you guys. Again, no judgment, just accountability. But let's kick laziness to the curb. Let's kick laziness to the curb and tell her, you know what? I'm done with you. We're not doing it that way anymore. This is the way we're going to do this because I want this one life, this sliver of time that I get on earth to count. I want it to be amazing for the people I love. I want to be the best I can be for myself. I want to get to the later part of my life and be like, yeah, I turned my life around and I lived the best of it. I gave it all I got and I showed up as the best mom, wife. I had energy and love and passion, and it's all right here just because you decided to kick laziness to the curb, take your life into your own hands, get back the control, get back the self-discipline, get back the self-love so that you can feel amazing. That's all I want for you. So laziness, she's out. Discipline girl, she's in. Let's have her come to the table this month and crush it together.